venture capital in Africa is facing a numerous number of challenges ranging from risk appetite to market perception and many other pathologies. And from our seats at UM6P, we observed firsthand many amazing and incredible opportunities waiting for wise investments that sometimes never come. So I think that the combination of these structural challenges and the current downturn and economic crisis has made things worse. And today, we're obliged to address these challenges urgently to develop the startup ecosystem in Africa, in the continent. And of course, this conference today is going to try to answer few of the questions related to these challenges, how to find rational solutions to develop the startup ecosystem within the continent. Of course, I mean, there are many priorities. For instance, the market fragmentation is one of the key challenges that the African continent is facing, with over than 50 countries, with each one with its unique climate in terms of regulations, cultural norm, consumer behaviors. And of course, this makes things very hard for any startups who wants to scale cross-border. So one of the solutions is to think and develop a cross-border framework that simplifies the process of scaling within the continent. Another solution is related to VCs themselves, so venture capitalists can strengthen their collaboration so they can allow to the startups in their portfolios to have the support they need whenever they are trying to scale in a region where we have already a footprint. A second challenge is related to the skills workforce, and it's a super difficult issue because we're producing graduates, but there is a big mismatch between the profile and the skills they possess and the real needs of the startup. So one solutions we can think of is to push the educational institutions to align their curricula with the needs of the startups. Another proactive and more aggressive solution is the one that UM6P is adopting, which is developing support program for these startups, support programs where the students can transform their ideas into real businesses. And UM6P, we're super proud to say that 50% of the founders in our programs are students. So I think there is no better way to learn entrepreneurship than being an entrepreneur. And maybe I can add another challenge which is related to regulatory challenges. I think regulations within the continent are super diverse and are super different, which makes it super hard for any startup to reach the continental reach. So, and I think one way we can solve that, and we thought about it in many of the roundtables we had during this conference and during the side events, is that we can think about the concept of the sandbox, where startups can test their solutions within this regulatory sandbox without the burden of the immediate compliance, regulatory compliance. And I think this way of tests before build and invest is a good win-win solution for both regulators and the startups. So I think in general to talk about regulation, because it is one of the most, I would say, pressing challenges we're facing on the continent, is that regulators need to think about themselves as facilitators rather than gatekeepers. And this mindset shift is going to allow to the startup ecosystem to flourish. Solutions is, yeah, I mean, the sandbox is a safe space where startups can come from all over all the countries of the African continent, try to come to test, and they're in a safe space because there is no need for an immediate compliance, and it is a very controlled environment where there is no risk, neither for the regulators, neither for the startups and the investors.